Hey, everybody. This is the Properties of Nature podcast, and I'm your host, Josh. I sing for the band. I'm always the one who introduces the podcast every time.
I'm Thomas Heath. I'm the bassist of the band, and my hands are hurting, but not because I masturbate too much, just because I clapped hard.
Yeah.
Hey guys, my name is Canyon Malloy. I'm the guitarist for Properties of Nature, and here's 4,757,336,921 blender tips to jerk you off while you sleep. Welcome to Gamer Rant.
Okay.
Oh shit, dude! Bro, what are you doing here? All right, so guys,
Wait, how'd you get in here?
Something really funny just happened, but we had to cut it out because Josh just played something that we can't. That's not allowed anymore. So you might have noticed today that we've got not one, not two, but only 3 Properties of Nature boys. Thomas, not Thomas. I don't. My instinct was to instantly shit on Thomas. Cade is being a little baby dumb piece of shit, fucking idiot.
Yeah, let's make fun of him.
Let's make fun of Cade. Hey, everybody, let's list off one thing about Cade.
He has hair.
That's literally mine. Mine was he had hair.
Oh, fuck.
Mine was just like, oh, he's got hair. He's hairy.
He has skin.
So yeah, Cade isn't here today because he's fucking, apparently just like so sick he can't sit down at his fucking chair and just chat with the boys a little bit. But he was able to do it when he was fucking calling in. Am I right, Cade? Are you listening right now, Cade? Are you working?
He's
maybe
probably not. He doesn't care about this podcast.
He listens to the podcast, doesn't he?
He fucking hates all
Wait,
of
he has
us.
to fucking edit this one. I edited the 2-hour long, and
generally,
dude, that sucks. I edited the 2-hour long one, and he has to fucking edit this like fucking 30-minute quick episode. What the fuck is that?
Hey, no. Let's at least make it like 45 minutes. Let's put a 45-minute minimum.
Nah. How about we don't do that? How about we do whatever we're comfy with, huh? Let's do
45
that.
minutes.
If it ends up being 30 minutes and I'm feeling just tapped out, dude, like I'm just fucking milked dry of humor and comedy, then we'll probably just fucking call it there, dude. So welcome to your like sweet baby bird boy episode, where you've got your sweet baby birds here, throwing up our comedy, our chewed up comedy. And Josh, why is your posture like you're looking at your phone?
Because I am looking
Get
at my
off your
phone. I'm
fucking-
sending him.
You fricker.
Homie. I'm listening. I'm here.
Dog.
Who are you
I'm
talking
active.
to?
That's none of your business.
I want to know. It's now my business. It's literally our business. You're interfering with it.
Are you talking to Joseph?
I'm maybe.
Are you?
You fricker.
No.
I know you're fucking not because you would have
I'm
said
talking
so.
to our Discord.
Yeah,
our
I was gonna say he's embarrassed of who he's talking to because he knows he's probably doing the
What?
fucking. He's probably doing the Wordle.
Maybe.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I almost said botted. We modded a guy in our Discord. I don't know if I can say. I mean, it's not his real name. So yeah, we modded Adam in our Discord. He's our mod now. And he just got to fucking work. He installed the Pokemon bot. He installed a gambling bot. He installed like a Wordle bot, which I can't fucking help but play at. Like literally, it was like 4 a.m. last night, and I was like, "Is there a Wordle?" Like I was so hyped. Wait, was there one last night, Josh? Did you and I do the Wordle last night?
I don't know. I kept asking if there was a Wordle, but it only like updated every 6 hours.
Yeah,
I think it updated at like 4 a.m. and I missed it. I missed the first 2 Wordles today,
dude.
You can
I
miss
think-
them.
I still think it should be like, well, because people finish them.
Didn't he just?
We have a lot of people who are active in the Discord. Like this Discord's fucking bumping. Anybody who's not in the Discord right now and listens to our podcast, you're fucking missing out. Like that's all I gotta say. You could catch some Pokemans. You could play some Wordle with me and Canyon, the Wordle Lords. What?
How do you do all of this?
Okay, so in the Discord, right? In the Discord, right? And maybe this won't be great like podcast stuff, but it'll go by quickly. So you just sit the fuck down and listen. So anyways, you go onto the Discord, right? And you type in .by like BUY and then COORDL Cordle because it's called Cordle. It's CO-ORDL and then it buys you that roll, but it costs 50 coins. So you have to go .daily.daily. You get coins, And actually, Thomas, you don't have to do this. You're part of Properties of Nature. You don't have to buy into anything. What the fuck? It's our server.
For the listeners who are maybe
So
not in the know,
you do dot daily,
Dude.
right? And hold on a second, Josh. And then it gives you your coins for the day, which is like 125 coins or whatever. And then using those coins, you can use those coins to gamble in the gambling place. You have to save up a certain amount of coins. Be active. You can get new coins every like 12 hours or something. So you save up like 500 coins. You can buy into the you can buy the fucking roll for the gambling thing. I forget what that roll is, but you just DM Adam, right? And then if you want to, because Quordle's fucking fun. It's just Wordle with like friends over Discord, and then you just .buy space Quordle, and then you now have the roll to be able to join the Quordle channel and do the Wordle of the day with everybody.
How much is that?
It's just 50 coins. You get
easy. That is
250
affordable.
Every day. Dude, it's so fucking fun. I love the fucking Wordle.
Guys, can I tell a scary story?
Yeah, give us a scare. Wait. Are you for real?
Yeah, I actually had something terrifying happen to me.
All right, I'm ready
Was
for
it
this.
sexy?
Is it the time that you ordered your DP?
No, but that was some delicious DP, I gotta say. That was some good DP.
It was good. Hey, Thomas, you
Wait,
tell your
what
story in
was
a fucking
the
second.
pizza?
Yeah, we were just hanging out with Thomas, having like some, Properties of Nature meeting shit. And he like just went on a walk in like the worst part of town at this place he was visiting. And then he got himself some pizza. And the entire fucking time he was like, dude, I want DP so bad. And we're like, get your fucking pizza. And he's like, no, I did, dude. I'm just like waiting on it. And I'm like, then stop fucking saying it's gonna happen. Then he waited, but dude, it felt like 4 years. But then he finally got it, and he fucking loved it. And then he went home, and instead of finishing the meeting, he just got super fucking baked out of his mind and was just like, bro, I think I gotta go. We were like, bro, we have a meeting. And he's like, I got pizza, I got DP, I got weed.
We literally didn't even discuss anything during that whole time.
We were
that
on
meeting
for a
was
meeting for 4 hours, and we didn't talk about anything. Thomas got fucked up.
Nah, I think we made a lot of progress with that meeting.
We made no progress.
Well, we talked about goals. We talked about goals. We did the goals thing.
Now we
Aside
have our
from that,
goals.
was zero things.
Well, what else did we? You know what? This isn't podcast talk, but we don't need to be
Is it
attacking
not?
me on the
Shut the fuck
Hey,
podcast.
people want to know. People want to know how we do things.
Okay, all right. Tell us about. Ooh, everybody, prepare for
And
the.
by the way, the pizza place was called DP Dough. I wasn't. In case you needed context on that.
You wanted that DP dough.
Yeah. So
What does the
okay.
DP stand for? Real quick before you tell something super scary.
I don't know actually. Probably
You didn't ask?
dough place. Dough place.
Double
dough.
pizza.
Yeah,
Dough
man.
pizza.
What?
Dude, no. It's wait.
What if it was
It's double pizza. Hey. It's double pizzatration.
What if it stood for like dick poop pizza and like you just bought like a pizza
Oh my
because you said
God.
you said it didn't have meat in it. So what if it was just all made out of shit that they flavored to taste like pepperonis and stuff, like pepperonis and
Well,
cheese?
I can't
Where's the
imagine that the
What's the dick
vegan
flavor?
the vegan calzone that I ordered was their most popular item. They had meat and all their other stuff.
See, that's where the dick comes in. You just got the poo poo. You just ate poo poo pizza. You the poop zone. You into the poop zone, dude.
All right,
Okay, tell us.
let's
tell
let's
us your fucking
go.
story.
Let's depart from the poop zone. Go into the scary zone. Okay.
Sorry.
So,
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
was driving home.
He's scared. You're scaring him.
I was driving home from Colorado. I kind of took my time leaving because
Lazy.
I don't know. But so it was late. I was tired, and at some point in the drive, I noticed this fucking dude just fly past me at like 115 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wow, that guy's a fucking piece of shit. I hope he dies in a crash. So
Oh my god.
there was a guy that was going almost as fast as him that I didn't think anything of. And so that guy, he goes right up beside me and like stays that speed. And I just got like a bad feeling from this guy. So I speed up to fucking get ahead of this guy because I don't know why I got a bad feeling. But anyways, So I get up to like 90 miles an hour just to get away from the dude.
Jesus Christ, Thomas.
And he fucking
Speedy.
speeds up and stays beside me. So I was like, what the fuck's this dude's problem? And he had a broken headlight. He just seemed sketchy as fuck. I don't know why I got a bad feeling, but so...
He sounds like one bad feeling. Like, this man is the embodiment of bad vibes.
He was just trying to race you, bro. He was trying to ask you a question. He was like, "Hey, are you bi?" Because I can
suck your dick right now.
Well, yeah, so I was like, fuck this. So I get going like 105 miles an hour. I'm just like, yeah, this guy, if it's not like a big deal, if he's not like harassing me, then he's definitely not going to keep up with me. So I go like 105 miles an hour for probably 2 minutes. And I distance myself from him, and then I go back to like 90 miles an hour. And in like 30 seconds, he's back up beside me. And I was like,
God.
what the fuck? And so I'm literally at this point, I'm going past
what time was it? Was it nighttime?
It was like 1 or 2 in the morning.
God damn. Talk about Scaresville, dude. Honestly, that's terrifying.
So I go up to like 125 miles an hour, like as fast.
You went 125, dude?
Fast as my car could go. Like the pedal was on the floor. I was on the freeway passing semi trucks. He was like keeping pace with me.
Why didn't you slow down? Why does everybody like, I gotta go faster? It's like, slow down. Nobody wants to fucking slow down. Nobody wants to go to 10 miles an hour.
Because if I'm slowing down, then he had a shitty car. It would be easier for him to keep pace with me going slow.
Yeah, you slow down until you stop, and then when he gets out of his car and he's walking towards you, then you go 125 miles an hour.
Yeah,
no, that's how you get fucking murdered. That's how he shoots out your tires, and then you're stuck with a dude that's trying to murder you.
So what? He can't shoot out your tires when you're going 125?
Tires.
No one's that much of an action fucking hero that he can shoot out tires while he's driving.
Thomas, this motherfucker shoots out your tires while he's out of his car. Go into reverse and kill that bitch. Kill him.
Drive away. What are they gonna do? Call the police?
Anyways,
I tried shooting a man to death and you ran me over.
I was going so fucking fast, and I barely like. So I got up to like 125, and I got a good distance from him. But I could tell that he was trying to get up that fast, but like I said, he had a shitty car, and my car is pretty nice, and that was like the top speed that my car was going. And so I get a good distance from him, and to where I couldn't see his headlights, and I get off the exit and just sit there like for like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 minutes.
You pulled the movie scene thing where you drop down off the exit and like park under a bridge, and you're like, turn off your car, and you're like,
literally, yeah. Like I was on the side of the road off the exit. I turned off my car and my lights, and I just waited to see that fucking broken headlights come up behind me. And it didn't. It didn't happen. So I got back on the freeway. I never saw the dude again. But that was terrifying.
Bro.
Thomas, I watch like your like left headlight, your left brake light was out, and he's like, God, I just want to tell this guy that his brake light's out. I just want to help him. I just want to help him.
You think he would honk or something? He didn't honk
the scary part is that car that drove past me at like 115 miles an hour. He was probably experiencing that exact same thing.
Oh my God.
When he flew past me. And
so he's like, I got another target.
But
dude, you just subjected somebody else to that kind of torture.
So my initial like reaction to this guy flying past me was like, wow, that dude's a fucking piece of shit. And not like 5 or 6 minutes later, I'm doing the exact same thing, trying to fucking get away from this guy.
Bro.
Dude, that's wild.
And it never ends. It's like LA traffic, where some person slows down a little bit, and then longer down the line, there's just halts traffic. But for you, instead of halting traffic, it's just like a full road of people going 145 miles an hour. It's just an expressway type thing where you've got one scary man, and everybody's like, we're gonna die. We have to leave right fucking now. And then you've got like
this guy.
You've got 100 people going 145, and then you've got like another 100 people just parked under bridges.
This guy's solving the traffic problem.
There was no traffic. It was 2 a.m. on a
Do you know
fucking
why there wasn't? Hey,
national freeway.
That's not why there wasn't any traffic. That's not why there wasn't any traffic. That guy was why there was no traffic.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. You guys can keep the podcast going. If not, I'll edit it out.
Okay.
Canyon's gone.
Yeah,
I'll be
that
right back
was
in like 5 minutes. I gotta deliver this.
that was my terrifying story of the week.
Yeah, that sounds fucking wild. I had some stuff to bring up, but like, damn, I can't. I want Canyon to be here. I'll bring up one of the things. So this happened. This happened like last week. My I guess my water softener or some shit. Whatever I put the salt bags in it. That's what it is, right? Water softener.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
I put salt in it. I have to buy these big bags, like 50-pound bags of salt, and pour it in it. So it was broken or something, and I guess it was just like making a really weird sound, and it got fixed. But like for some reason, after they fixed it, for like a couple hours, my water, like when I turned on my sink water, it was coming out all foamy.
Oh
like
yeah, I saw that
foam. Shit. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I guess I'll just leave that alone. And my girlfriend tasted it, and she's like, it's salt. It's salt. It was just salt. It was just fucking salt.
Why'd she drink it?
I tasted. She didn't drink it. She was just like,
had it in her mouth and spit it out.
Yeah, I tasted it too.
And everything's back to normal though.
Yeah, it's totally fine. The weird thing, it was only happening on cold water. It wasn't on warm. Like when you turned it to warm, the foam went away.
That is interesting. I wonder why.
I don't know how those things work. So I have no idea. It was just like, it was like sending all the salt. It was like, salt me up, baby, salt me up.
Are you guys still having podcast conversations, or am I gonna edit that out?
Well, we talked about.
I mean, you could
salt.
probably cut that out. I don't know.
So
maybe.
On the topic of like, you know, that fucking scary incident and like people having to hide under bridges and shit like that, I think it'd be so fucking funny. Not even funny. Just like if police officers were their own good cop, bad cop, so they were just menaces in the streets. So they all had unmarked vehicles, right? They don't get guns anymore. No guns. They don't have guns. They don't have weapons other than a vehicle. And they're all unmarked.
That's the only weapon you need.
And so they just drive. And if there's anybody speeding, they match them. And they're allowed to just like fuck with people. So it scares the shit out of them. And then at any point, they'll just bet, like when that person's terrified and like obviously scared, then they fucking throw on the police sirens, and then they're just like, oh, what's wrong, sir or madam? Like, what can I do to help you? And they're like, oh, thank God you're here. There was this crazy man. It's like, oh, drive safe out there. I'll handle it. And then that's how you get people. You got to scare them straight. No more guns. No more. They're not allowed. Nobody will do wrong ever again.
It seems like they just created the problem though, instead of solving any.
You have to find the speeder first, and then you speed up next to them. That's the thing. They're already speeding, but then you speed more, and then they speed, and they go, we're having a race. But the thing is, all the money that goes from not having guns, like all that shit, goes directly into hyper boosting the cops' cars. So no matter what the speed this fucker goes, they just like they match it. So that way, that person's like terrified. They're like, oh my God, how can they keep up? So you got to scare them. Yeah. That's how you get people to do what you want. Fear.
I mean, the guns do a good job of creating fear, though.
Well, yeah.
Already.
I got a pretty scary story myself.
Okay.
Why does it sound like it's not going to be scary?
Story. It's not that scary.
So, I've got a pretty scary story myself.
I mean, it's not scary, but it's like more disturbing.
Oh, okay.
So I was just chilling outside in my front yard, and I saw a crow land on the neighbor's roof, and I was like, oh shit, that's a big ass fucking crow. I don't know, it was one of the bigger ones, like a crow or a raven, whichever one is like fucking huge.
I think it's ravens. Ravens are like really big.
Okay, then it was a raven. It was massive. This
could have just been
bird.
A big crow though. You never know.
And I was like, oh shit, it's holding something. And then I saw the thing it was holding started to flap around. It was an actual other fucking bird. It had a bird and it was eating it.
Bro, and
Wild.
listen, let me tell you one thing
It
about
was
nature.
fucking eating a bird, and then it flew away, and the bird was like flopping around, and it was just carrying it. It was like, you're mine now.
Have you
Man.
never eaten a
It's
bird?
fucking crazy.
I've never
Not a
eaten
live
bird.
one.
So what's he gonna go to fucking KFC? He can't order it. He can't have a job.
Literally, yes. No. Literally, yes. The garbage cans are always open.
Oh, and they're just full to the brim with ripe, perfectly made KFC chicken.
They don't need ripe. They don't need ripe KFC chicken.
Why would Why would KFC throw away chicken?
a homie?
They do it every night.
They do it every night.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, you know,
Every fast food
I know
chain
people.
throws
Oh, wait,
food
I
out.
know people
Josh.
who go, hey.
Didn't you and I go to a fucking? Didn't you and I go to like a fucking Little Caesars after they closed and like got pizzas out of their
Yeah, we
trash or
grabbed a
something?
pizza. Yeah, dude, we grabbed a bag. So Little Caesars, at the end of the day, they put all of their pizzas in a single bag and they just toss it into the garbage can. And all these pizzas are like good. They've just been sitting in the little warm thing for like they're still warm.
They're not. Yeah,
still
they're
fucking
not.
warm.
They're not great. They're still like 6-hour-old uneaten pizza, maybe like 3 hours, 2 hours, right? Because by the time they close, like obviously nobody's came for the last like 3 hours or some shit like that, so they just throw them
But
out.
the thing is, we weren't the only people that do that. People do that all the time.
Yeah.
Like you go to your local little squeezies, people are probably already there grabbing the pizzas.
Yeah,
they're like,
like
"What up,
it's
man?"
free.
My
You
first
get free
job,
pizzas, dude.
my first job ever was working at Pizza Hut as a delivery driver,
Yeah.
and yeah, you would just walk home with free pizza that people ordered but never fucking picked up.
Did you like that job?
I loved it. Yeah, it's just the general manager ended up being the biggest piece of shit in the entire world. So the first day he started there, I didn't know who the fuck he was. He didn't say anything about being the manager. So we get done for the night. It's like maybe 30 minutes before closing, and I'm like, all right, dude, we got everything done. I like to just like chill for a bit and like, you know, just we got all our stuff done. So now it's chill time till we close. And the very next fucking day, he comes in, he's like, "Sup guys, I'm the new general manager," and all this shit. And then he fucking pulls me aside and he's like, "Yeah, dude, like last night when you just chilled and didn't work, like that shit's not okay." And I was like, "Dude, who the fuck are you?"
You're like, what the fuck?
Like-
What did you want me to do? We're done.
Did he chill?
Yeah, he chilled. But the thing,
What a dick.
he got progressively worse as time went on, and I was pretty straight edge back then, so I didn't smoke, I didn't drink or anything. He would fucking smoke weed in like the supply supply shed with other fucking employees. I fucking walked out to do a delivery one day, and he had a Sharpie. He was about to fucking draw on my car like a fucking kindergartner. Like
What?
Yeah, dude.
Did
he
you? What
was
did
a
you say to him? What did you?
piece-
Were you like, "Hey man, what are you fucking doing?" Like,
yeah,
why?
I
what are you doing
literally
over
was
there?
like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, are you seriously about to draw my fucking car like a kid?" Like, he was a 40-year-old man. I was 19.
Bro, what the
like-
fuck? What did he say? What did he say? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Yeah, he was just like, "Nah, I was just joking around. I wasn't doing anything." But like, and like, he would clock me out before I was done working, and I would only find out like when I got my paycheck. Like, he was a piece of shit.
So wait, for the
Anyways.
most part though, you were just driving though. Like, why were
Yeah.
you inside hanging? Oh, you were inside hanging out because there was nothing else to do because no one was ordering.
Well, my other responsibilities was
Cleaning after shift.
Well, was doing all the dishes, doing prep work and stuff in between deliveries.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because like it's not like everybody's delivering all the
But
fucking
yeah,
time.
before that guy started working there, I loved it. Like, you just get in your car, turn on the music you like, and just drive. And some nights I would come home with like $200 in tips.
Bro, I want to do that so
Damn.
bad. Dude, people out here they'll like put up job postings for that kind of shit and they just don't respond. I'm just like, bro, I'm so sad right now. Like, I would love to just drive around and deliver pizzas.
You
in
gotta,
Virginia.
Canyon. You gotta call up. You gotta call.
I should.
them.
I'll call. I mean, I'm waiting for my birth certificate to come in the mail because apparently I just burned mine. So
Yeah, Canyon, you gotta you apply to it online, and then you call
Yeah.
them up, say, "Hey, I put in an application." Like 2 days later, just say, "Like 2 days ago, I put in an application. Are you guys hiring?"
I can't imagine it's super hard to get a pizza delivery job.
It is. It's been hard to get any job.
It
I
is
guess
hard to
that's
get
true.
any job.
Yeah, nowadays it's a little bit different.
But
I keep hearing like old people, like 60-plus-year-old people that I've like worked with. They're like, "Yeah, I used to do this. I just walked into this big facility, and I was like, 'Hey, can I work here?' And the guy was like, 'Do you have experience?' And I was like, 'Yeah, I have 3 years experience.' And they're like, 'I never actually had experience. I just told him that.' Because they never did fucking background checks back before like the 90s, I guess. And they just walked in, and they're like, 'Yeah, he said he had experience. Here's a fucking $50,000 a year salary job.'
bro,
And it's like, what the fuck?
That's literally what I hear. Yeah, they're like, no, I just lied, and it's like you're the same fucking people that will call up like your insurance company that you know nothing about, and then you'll be like, why is this the way that I set it up? And they're like, can I have your name to whatever? And you're like, whatever number. And they're like, no, personal information. You can't have it. And I'm like, literally signing up for a job. You need your fucking birth certificate. You need your social security. You need your fucking name. You got to have like 17 years prior work experience out in different fields. You got to experience in all these other things. There's no gaps.
You have to have
no
a high
gaps
school
ever.
diploma.
You have to have a high school.
You have to
Most of the time, you have to have a college diploma. And also, that's just for working a job. To get a place to rent, dude, you need to have everything you've ever done transcribed by a fucking notary, signed with a notary there. Everything, your whole life's autobiography. You give it to them so they can throw it in the fucking trash and say, no, we don't want you. Like, it's so fucking shitty getting a place to rent. It's crazy. If you have a dog, kill yourself because they will not take you. If it's 20 pounds, you can pay $1,000 extra a month and you can keep that dog. But otherwise, if you can't pay that, they take it and they put it in a dog cheese grater that's just automatic and it crushes your dog in front of you into 1,000 pieces. And they give it back to you and they say, you owe us $25 trillion. It's so fucking awesome. These old dude, I swear to God, these fucking older people. There's so many of them that are just like, there's a lot of them that are nice and understanding. They're like, yeah, man, it fucking blows. Being alive sucks in general. Like, yeah. I'm just saying it's definitely the way they make it sound. When I was younger trying to get a job, they're like, you just get a job anywhere. And I'm like, so what happened to that? They're like, oh, life was hard back when I was a kid. And I was like, weren't you the one that just told me a while ago that you just walked into a place and they gave you literally $100,000 a year, which back then was like $200,000 a year? Literally worth double?
Back then was probably like $500,000 a year. Dude, like, fuck, $50,000 back in like the 80s was probably like, you know what? Let's check. Let's fucking check.
Yeah, let's look it up.
Fucking check how much. $50,000 a year back in 1980 would have been $174,000 a year.
Okay, sorry if you guys got cut off there. My shit ended up looping. We only lost like 30 seconds.
Mine and Thomas's is there, so maybe it was on a part that didn't matter.
And also, we weren't talking. We specifically weren't talking, and we're editing shit out, so it's probably fine.
Okay.
So either there was an edit there, or there wasn't. Either way, whatever.
But like, just to continue, a $50,000 salary back in 1980, which is like jobs I've heard of people getting from just walking in and lying, and like instantly they're just like, okay, yeah, I'm like the fucking head fucking vehicle driver at a fucking quarry mining diamonds like Minecraft. And this dude makes $50,000 a year back in 1980, which at today's rate would be $174,000 a year.
God damn. Literally, it's been 30.
How the fuck?
It's been 30 years, and that shit is literally tripled the opposite way in wealth. Where instead of making 170, we make a fucking 50,000 now.
The best I could probably ever make lying to get a job is probably like 20,000 a year, because they're gonna fucking background check me.
Yeah. But even then, it would be $0 a year because they would background check you. You'd say,
the ones paying like 20,000 a year probably wouldn't back check me. Maybe depending on what the job was. If I was like getting paid under the table.
I mean, you're making way more than that right now. You're making like 30,
I'm making like 35.
38.
I'm making like 35.
But think about how long
40,
it took him to
like,
get there, though. He had to start working these warehouse jobs in order to work other shitty warehouse jobs, in order to work a different shitty warehouse job. That way, he could work at Walmart and then work where he is right now. So it's like all that shit, like it all built up over time. And yeah, since he started working, he's made like $5 more over time. But when you aren't a normal human being, right? When you don't go to school for something, when you just go, I want to be a musician, I want to make stuff for other people, I want to do all this stuff, your life fucking blows because you don't do all the other shit other people get to do because you want to make music and you want to keep making music and you have to keep doing this shit and you have to put your money into this. Otherwise, I mean,
yeah,
because that's what you want to do.
It's basically like working 2 jobs. You have to work your normal human life job that everybody has to work, and then you have to do another job, but you don't get paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like us being in a band, we have not made any money off of.
We've made negative money,
and like we're in debt because of it. But like we enjoy doing it. And it's not just like a hobby. Like we would love to make money off of it, but it's like fucking how when we got to work our normal jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I will say when
we'll get there.
I was searching for a job after I quit Family Dollar when I started going to school, it was really fucking hard getting a job. No one would, and especially trying to do part-time because I was in school. Like, it was my job that I actually ended up reaching out to me because they saw my resume. And I was like, fuck it, yeah, let's go with them. And they did end up being one of the better companies I've worked for.
There are for sure people out there that actually need, workers. And then there's people that they don't want workers, that like they're like, oh, we'll work with you on like this part-time shit. They want like fucking slaves they can pay as little as they fucking can and work the most time. They're like, oh, look, there's this one job. There was this one job that I applied for where they're like, oh yeah, you make this much a day, right? And it is mandatory 12-hour days, like 5-6 days a week. And I was like, that's not a job, dude. That's a fucking lifestyle. It's a steel factory. That's
not even a lifestyle. Yeah. That's a prison sentence, bro.
Literally,
like,
that's prison work. It's prison work.
Something I found out during my last job hunt, though, is that apparently it's required for companies to put up a job listing if they're doing any sort of hiring, like internally. And
oh wow,
so
that's why they don't get back to fucking anybody, because they're just trying to hire.
So you
internally.
see all these job listings and you reach out to them and they're like, oh yeah, that was just, we had to do that, but we aren't trying to hire people.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Fucking stupid. I really wanted to get a job at the Barnes and Noble by my house because I love like the
vibes in the Barnes and Noble, yeah.
The coffee shop vibes and everything, and it was a 2-second walk from my house, so I was like, yeah, let's get that job. And so I kept on it, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll definitely, like, every single time I reached out, they're like, yeah, we'll definitely, like, here's our manager's number, like, call her, like, we'll work something out. And after like contacting them 5 or 6 times, the manager's just like, yeah, so that job listing was actually, we just put it out because we had to, because we're hiring back someone that used to work here, but thanks for showing interest. And I was like, fuck you, tell me that the first fucking time I like
literally me applying for
that's
jobs.
Bullshit.
I've applied for like 30 jobs that nobody wants, jobs that I don't want, jobs that I do want, jobs that everybody wants, literally the whole fucking spectrum of jobs, right? I've applied for this shit, and they will not get back to me for 5 days each, right? And then I'm like, sure, whatever, I get it. And then they will respond and they'll say, like, take this fucking assessment. I take the assessment. Takes like an hour per fucking job minimum, or an hour and 20 minutes. And sometimes they're like, here, fill out this tax stuff just in case we do think about hiring you. We already have this beforehand. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll fucking do it. And that's every fucking job. And then they don't say anything ever. They never say no.
Yeah, they never
say no.
They never come back. They never give you a call back.
Yeah.
It's so fucking shitty.
Yep.
Dude, fuck. I remember. Okay, so this was years ago, but it was back when every job paid $8 an hour, which now it's probably around 10 here. But I applied to a fucking Little Squeezies.
You applied to Little Squeezers, dude?
Yeah, I applied to Little Caesars for $8 an hour. I was like, I just need a job in between my jobs, and I'm like, $8 an hour sounds like ass. So I went in there and I applied, and they gave me this stack of like 160 fucking printed papers. Like, and I'm not even exaggerating. It was like,
I think I remember you talking about that.
Oh, I brought it home. It was a good like 3-inch stack of papers. Like it was so many fucking papers. Like, and they're like, read through this. This is all our fucking. Just you have to read through it. Also, you're gonna have to cut your hair if you want to come work for $8 an hour. And I was like, and that's a requirement. And they're like, yes.
Like, what about if
and
you're
there
a woman?
were girls dude, there were girls working there.
Like, what about them? They all have their hair. Well,
No,
so I'm a female.
Well, man hair's dirtier than woman hair.
Oh yeah, it's true.
So I obviously didn't take that job, but I kept their papers and then I threw them away.
I think the worst time I fucking applied for this like work from home, like it was like a work from home, what's the word? It's like support job.
Yeah.
Technical
like
support.
one of the phone jobs?
Customer service.
And I go through this whole process. I have like this email chain back and forth with the dude. I do a phone interview with the guy, and all this, and he seems to like me. And then right after I did the phone interview, I just keep waiting to hear back from him. He fucking ghosted me. I kept fucking saying, hey, I just was wanting to know whatever happened with my application, with the interview and everything. Like, and I actually asked him if I could have done anything better with the interview, like if he has any tips or anything, and he just fucking didn't say anything. He just ghosted me.
This is all this shit that these people will tell you, like, that's just the stuff you're not doing. It's not. This is what you're not walking in there. You're not taking charge. You're not asking what you can do better next time. And it's like, no, we do all those things. They don't fucking care. They don't want stand-up employees. They want you to be stand-up employees. They want you to pretty much be the fucking CEO if the CEO of any fucking company actually did anything. They want you to know how to do every job in the building. They want you to fucking be paid $3 an hour if they fucking could. And they want you to work 23 hours a day and with a 24-hour gap for also working there, you know, on some other fucking project that has nothing to do with you at their same fucking... that's just what jobs want nowadays. I mean, obviously this doesn't apply to every fucking job. Right, like some jobs are great. I'm sure working at Barnes and Noble is fine. I'm sure it's still difficult, but I mean, every job's hard. I don't want jobs to not be hard. I want them to be fucking reasonable, you know?
Yeah. Like if they're paying you fucking schmeckles, you should be doing schmeckles worth of work.
Yeah.
I'm okay doing even a bit more than schmeckles worth of work. I'm fine with that. As long as it isn't just like, yo, hey, you're going to be the only employee here. Working at Waffle Love, there was days on the truck where I was the only employee. $8 an hour. Multiple times that fucking happened. We got in a fucking car accident, and we still fucking had to do. It was a vehicle for people in the podcast. Waffle Love. I mean, they have stores now, but at the time it was just a waffle truck. We just made waffles. And we got in a fucking car accident coming back from like a 3-day trip from Vegas, right? Like we worked an Adobe event or like some fucking food truck event, and then came back. I didn't get to go home. I was at this job for 3 days getting paid $8 an hour, and then we got fucking hit by a vehicle, and then still went to our job up in Cedar City, which was covered in fucking snow. It was
and they didn't start you. They didn't start you on the clock until you got to the location, did they? Like they didn't count driving time, did they?
Yeah, and they like maybe clock out. When I was like, I'm not home, dude. I know I'm not working right now. I know I'm like in a hotel. By the way, sleeping on the floor. They fucking they had me sleep on the floor because they could only get one room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, and 2 of those people were married, right, to each other, and they had a bed. The other person or people, whatever, had a bed, and then I slept on the fucking floor. Wow, because I wasn't married or whatever, and
shitty.
I wasn't a female. Which I mean, it's fine. Like I'm, Shiverty's not dead or whatever the fuck. But I'm still just like, yo, this is a business thing. Like I understand.
Yeah, they're paying for a bed if I'm doing that shit.
Yeah, and you weren't getting paid.
Yeah, I wasn't getting paid to sleep. I was literally not in my house, not getting paid to sleep on the floor. I'm like, that's slavery. That's like me. Like, yeah, go sleep on the floor. We don't fucking care about you. I mean, we do. But make sure you're working tomorrow.
I don't know if that's such a good company. You kept asking for a raise too, and they were giving other people raises.
Yeah, they gave other people like $4 or $5 raises, and they didn't give me anything. I worked there for like 4 or 5 years.
There was one guy they made a manager instead of you.
which I'm fine. Hey, he was a good
for
manager.
whatever reason. I forgot what his name was.
You talking about
I like.
I liked him. He's a cool guy.
But even I think the management position was only like $11 an hour. I don't even think he was paid.
It really
very well.
wasn't a lot. No, it wasn't a lot.
Like it was like slightly more.
Yeah.
It just
I will say, from like a business owner's perspective that I have now, like owning a business is sometimes worse, at least in my case, because fucking you do schmeckles upon schmeckles worth of work, you don't get no schmeckles.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing.
Well,
We expect something. We expect something later on down the line, right? Being in this band, right? We expect a fair amount of money later on to where we at least can support ourselves making music that we like to do. And if as soon as that happens, then we can quit our other jobs, right? Full-time jobs, sorry. We can quit our full-time jobs, except for me, because I don't have a job right now. I'm trying to get one. And then we can literally make more music than ever because we will have days where we can just relax. Yeah. We can have full fucking three. We only need to work 3 or 4 days a week at that point, and then literally just make music all fucking day. And then it's like, this is phenomenal. We can go touring now.
Dude,
like literally the whole fucking world would be opened up to us if we like got paid to do this shit. I mean, that's the plan. I mean, we're getting there, but like, fuck, I just wish it would happen
faster. That'd be a dream.
If
I could afford to just work a part-time job and pay my bills,
I think
I'd make so much music.
This might not be podcast talk, but
and it wasn't. Man, you know what? People really hopped onto this episode thinking it was going to be a normal boys episode, and even I was like, "Oh, this is going to be one for the boys," because you know, Kate's not here today. We can say whatever the heck we want. No host, right? But like. Man, this
has been a fucking rant, dude.
we were like, we got scared. We talked about jobs, like we got upset. We got in our feels in this episode. People are gonna be like, where's the happy silly baby boys we're used to?
Okay, so if you want to go back to,
are they used to happy boys?
Do you want to go back to happy silly boy territory?
I want to end the podcast. Sorry, my brain stopped working. But yeah, Kate will be back next time. We've got a game show that we're going to be working on for you guys. We had to have a relaxed episode. We'll probably have like another relaxed episode before we do like a music challenge thing. We plan on having more guests on, like Little Geronimo, because I fucking loved having those guys on. Anything you guys want to
say? Kate's kicked out of the band.
Kate is kicked out of the band. Yeah, fuck that fucking guy.
I guess follow our social medias.
Hey,
We've
go
said
to our Twitter
on a lot of the podcasts.
At Pond Band, Properties of Nature on Facebook, Instagram, Properties of Nature. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, but I mean, if you look at Properties of Nature anywhere, you will fucking find us. Okay, find us, or I'll fucking kill you. Listen to our music on Spotify, Properties of Nature. We always don't say that one.
Hey, buy our merch on Bandcamp. If you haven't bought merch, we still got cool shirts left.
Bandcamp.com / a million times.
Yes.
Also, our Discord. If you aren't fucking in it, you're missing out.
Hey,
it's pretty lit.
Everybody, if you fucking rate our podcast on Spotify right now 5 stars, it'll bump us up in the fucking system, which means we get more people listening,
dude.
Which means we get more money in the fucking Patreon, which means we can make better shit all the fucking time.
Somebody gave us a bad rating, and now we're only at
4.6
stars.
Less than 5.
Yeah, so somebody ruined our ratings.
You know, if you're listening to this podcast, we are in the process of finding out who you are.
You know who it was?
We will. Was it?
You know who it was? It was the other guy who's got the PONcast.
My god!
No! I don't want to bleep anything else out anymore. Stop saying his fucking name.
Out.
I don't want to bleep shit out anymore, dude. It's so fucking long. No, it was the other guy who says he has a podcast called the PONcast, but he stopped doing it a while ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he stopped doing it after like 5 episodes.
I think it got deleted. I think it just wasn't.
I think ours is just more popular now.
No, I think he named one episode the PONcast, or it wasn't the PONcast. It was just PONcast.
Yeah, it was PONcast.
But ours is the PONcast.
Definitely the guy that Josh was alluding to.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah.
He's like, man, fuck these guys.
All right, we're fucking leaving now because we always keep talking.
If he is mad, make sure you bleep that because if he listens, he's gonna know. But if he is mad, like, I'm sorry, like, we really didn't mean to offend if we offended anybody.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.